Hi, my name is Tamiris, and today I'm going to introduce to you the concept of needs assessment and how this methodology can help you meeting the needs of your clients and achieving the goals of your project. Basically, needs assessment is a systematic process that seeks to provide estimated and sophisticated hypotheses about perceived needs in a single person or in groups. In other words, it consists of many approaches that identify, harvest, and select needs to be solved. However, before we go on, it is really important to understand what a need is. A need is a gap between a real and a desired condition, what a situation is and what a situation should be. In addition, it is necessary to clarify that needs assessment isn't a methodology that works with simple guesses or quick solutions. Actually, it is a rational, logical, and functional process to meet specific needs of citizens and communities. Now, you may be asking yourselves, why should I conduct a needs assessment? Why it will be helpful for my project? First, analyzing a target group isn't so simple as it looks like. Communities are constantly changing. There are many factors that impact them, such as trends, weather, political issues, and many others we can think about. Moreover, in many cases, people think they know what they need, but they don't. And it's your job to discover what are their necessities. For that reason, it is important to have a way to deep analyze groups and communities. Second, needs assessment is a precise tool that gives accurate information about needs. As a result, it determines appropriate interventions. This characteristic is extremely crucial because if you implement a wrong solution in a community, it can bring drastic outcomes that probably will intensify the already existing problem or creating another one. For that reason, it is important to be sure of the challenges and problems that the target community is facing. By using needs assessment techniques, we can have a small percentage of failure and prevent spending money and time in useless solutions. The next question, and the most important one, is how to conduct a needs assessment. How I do it. I'm going to show you 5 simple steps that certainly can help you finding the needs of your client and consequently create an innovative solution. The first step is define objectives. When you conduct a needs assessment, the most important consideration is a clear specification of what is the intended purpose, what you want to analyze. By doing this, you clarify how the needs assessment will be done. A helpful question to this step is, what is that you want to learn from the needs assessment? The second step is choosing the audience. You need to specify what kind of group you are going to work with. This is important because it leads your attention to a specific group. In that way, you do not need to waste your time with information that do not impact your target. Question that you should ask is, who is the target audience? Whose needs are you measuring? And to whom you will give the required information. The next step is collecting data. Each group has its particularities. We can't analyze them with the same tool and expect great results. For each case, you must make a decision of which approach are you going to use in order to better collect data. Useful questions are: how are you going to collect the data? Will you collect the data directly or indirectly from the target? Going on, the next step is choosing instruments. Now you must think about the best instrument or technique to collect the data. You can choose face-to-face interviews or telephone interviews. Which one is better? When you decide to use interviews, do not forget to consider the communication challenge, such as different language, lack of fluency, and expressions with multiple meanings. Also consider the big distance between you and your target group, because it can be a big disadvantage. Another instrument are the surveys. You need to think, is it a good instrument for your target group and you? You could also choose to work with groups instead with a single member of the target. Could it be more effective? Other techniques you may use is analyzing the already existing data, such as past study. Learning from failures and succeeds from the past can help you to improve your needs assessment. Moreover, gathering historical background on the target group can help you to learn effective strategies to obtain deep information. Finally, the last step is analyzing data. After collecting all the necessary data, you will see yourself with a bunch of information. Analyzing this information is a complex task. However, you can facilitate it by organizing the data considering these characteristics. Basically, there are two kinds of data. The first one is the qualitative data. It works with descriptions, what can be observed but can't be measured. For example, the way a person reacts when you ask a question. The second one is the quantitative data. It works with numbers, what can be measured. For example, percentage. Sometimes a data can comprise both types, the qualitative and the quantitative, at the same time. After knowing what kind of data do you have, you must analyze it in a way that shows you relationships, trends, and patterns. In conclusion, in the end of the procedure, you may have found several or made just one need that meets your target group. For sure, this need isn't just a simple assumption of you. It is a accurate hypothesis that probably will lead you to a real and critical problem in your target group. Remember, solving a problem isn't the most complicated task. Finding the exactly problem is. When you have the problem, the solution is simpler than you think. Thank you for your attention, and if you have any question, do not hesitate to contact me by email.